Okay. Hey, everybody, how you doing? This is Lee Gerstmann, and with me is the cool guy. How you doing, cool guy Charles Traynor?
The cool guy. And wants to know a girl from Nantucket.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate to tip that off to the people at home, but I
Yeah.
have to say, we're reviewing a band called Nantucket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
no way, Lee, I have to say, there's no way you did not find this group outside of a bargain bin. Am I wrong?
You're only halfway correct, but not this particular album.
Not this album, but so you.
I never actually bought any of their albums. This was an album that I would see and not get.
This is the 10-cent king, folks. He wouldn't even pay the 10 cents for this great band.
Yeah.
North Carolina, right? North Carolina. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay, you knew that.
I have to mention something.
Go ahead. Mention away.
This group had 2 albums that are considered to be among... Should I actually say this or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Please do.
Oh boy. Okay. 2 albums that are considered to be their best work. They're considered to be really top-notch, good, not too well known, but
not this one.
Good stuff.
But not
and then they did 2 albums which are considered to be okay. Not necessarily their best work, but still considered to be, if you can't find their first 2, then their second 2 are gonna be at least listenable. And then they kind of broke up. And then they went back together and they did their 2 shitty albums. And this is one of theirs.
Oh, so this is perhaps considered...
This is one that didn't even necessarily get a physical release. It's only on on streaming. It's like imagine you had to get vitamins for a friend, and he asked you to get vitamins at GNC, and he paid you the money to get them because he knew you were going somewhere close to GNC, and you said okay, and you go there. And then there's about 3 or 4 of the workers who are doing this really kind of stupid like music, like Sha-na-na kind of fake blues crap, and all their songs are about buy vitamins or gelatin powder, and then when you go to buy the vitamins, they give you the CD as like a please take this, we already recorded it, we're giving it away. This is sort of like that.
Okay, so let me ask a question. The only thing I took out of that is, does Sha-na-na have a blues album?
If that's the only thing you took out of it, then bless you for being so stupid.
Sha-na-na and the blues. That's like Wham and heavy metal. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the word Wham is kind of a heavy metal sound.
Right.
Kind of like ka-thunk Hey, I
When I
know
don't-
this
yeah,
new
when-
heavy metal thrash group
God
called
damn it, Lee.
Ka-Thunk.
God damn it, Lee. When I think of the blues, I certainly go to Sha-Na-Na. Right from the beginning. They got a killer version of Can't Stand the Weather. I'll tell you that. Or some B.B. King classics. But anyway,
Yeah.
they do like doo-wop music. Anyway,
Uh,
Nantucket.
yeah.
Um,
I
Can I tip off the folks at home? Neither me or Lee know at this point. I know I don't. But he had sent.
I'm going to be
song
getting some water for my drink, and while I do that, you can yap
Go ahead.
away.
Just listen to me yap away. He sent this to me, a song, I believe, trying to test my metal not metal as in metal music, but METTLE, for you Englishly challenged people. To like see what I could put up with or something like that. And I may or may not have said, that's not so bad. And then the next thing I know, we're treated to, you need a ride to Raleigh. Which, by the way, sadly, there is no info on this record. And I also thought Lee picked that on purpose. Because he knows I like to look into facts. Stuff like that. There's nothing on this. So that must mean, right from the get-go, not a good sign. You can't read anything about it. That means it's probably not that great, but who knows? Who knows? When we do the review, it could be the greatest thing ever. I don't know. But I will say to anybody that's, well, Lee, I gotta say, because being that I've never heard of Nantucket, I think most people on God's green earth haven't, besides Lee, which is cool, by the way, that you did. But if anybody from Nantucket is alive or their fan base, listen to this review today, just bear in mind, I don't mean any offense. This is all an opinion. That's it. If you love it, right on.
Yeah, I found out about it because two other people did a review of their work. And they mentioned this album and how bad it was. And I usually don't ever usually agree with their opinions. And this time I did.
Uh-oh.
So,
well, maybe you should.
But
Nantucket people and fans, send your hate tweets for sure to Lee.
But I do want to say this.
Too. Yeah.
When I did listen to it again the second time, I smiled. And laughed. Okay?
There you go. That's all you got to do.
Right on.
So yeah, let's get this fucking disaster over with. Yeah, shall we?
Yeah, and then after you say whatever you're going to say is for the whatever you need to say afterwards, then I'll mention some too. But I'll wait because I don't know what you're going to say. Anyway, do you want to start or me?
Yeah, I can start.
Okay. Not? The title track, You Need a Ride to Raleigh. What do you think?
Oh, wow, man. Where to start? I mean, this is actually pretty annoying, actually. I will say, okay, let's start with the good. Well, I guess there's some good. I don't know. The guitar on work on is actually pretty decent. Nice little riff. But those lame hand claps. And this singer is really, really not my style at all. This seems like it would be played at a yuppie bar. They eat raw oysters and drink watered down margaritas and think, wow, this is cool shit. Like, imagine the worst of Jimmy Buffett. And I don't like Jimmy Buffett, by the way. The horns are pretty lame, too. So, yeah, no, we are not starting off good here at all.
All right. This is right up there with the Beach Boys' Kokomo. As cool amusement park, wave your hands in the air and eat your dollar slice of plastic pizza type of middle America fun. As theme music for a stupid television sitcom, it works. There's something not horrible about its mediocre structure, kind of like almost progressive Sha-Na-Na. At least they play well. Not great, not good, but bearable in a perversely acceptable way. All right?
Two Sha-Na-Na references on the Lee Gerson show.
And now And now for Big Beach Party. Okay. Leif Garrett and the Ashbury Jukes doing the only embarrassing beach song Mike Love didn't write. It's laughably bearable. Not something I'd say was tasty, but even dollar slices of pizza can be chewed and swallowed, if not enjoyed. I'd give this music to a relative I never plan to see again, and need to give at least one gift to commemorate his moving up from cashier to salesperson at the local Lowe's store. It's perfect for that. What do you think?
Wow, man, so far, the singer alone, he really isn't my cup of tea. At this point, though, I was holding out hope. And oh, those synthesized horns. They are really terrible. And I'm really not a fan of that sound. Plus, the lyrics are incredibly lame. Everyone is getting a tan, cutting a rug. You're on the beach, it's sand, you numbnuts. There ain't no like cutting a rug. Why this song will make me rethink Latter-day Night Ranger. Really putrid. Fuck this song. All right.
All right. So now that we're on a roll, what do you think of Hillbillies at the Beach?
I mean, I can give this one some credit for being a funny subject matter. Hillbillies drinking moonshine at the beach. I mean, while it's still pretty lame, and again, due to this horrid singer, it's far from something that is good. But the subject matter is at least funny. The guitar solo is kind of strong, a little bit. Keyboard, still lame, but I've certainly heard worse, which would have been the previous two songs. Far from fantastic, but I think this one could be their stairway to heaven. Hillbillies at the Beach.
Okay, I put, this is the music people who hate weird music and go out with slovenly partners who share a love for the same brand of smokes listen to with pride, rubbing their tummies and polishing their chrome domes. But seriously, there's something a little bit likable about this song. As if this time around they realize if they're going to do something stupid, they might as well act like they enjoy it. And that comes through here, so I could rely on this going over big with the next Hick Folk barbecue. Yeah.
I agree, it sucks.
Yeah.
All right.
And then for The General Has Left Us. Okay. The only thing worse lyrically would be at a family reunion and the band hired to play there does songs about relatives like Uncle Harold left his shirt in the laundry too long, or Aunt Madge burned the apple pie. It's the kind of embarrassing that is done perhaps out of spite, because this group's material in their older days was much better and quite different. So it's like they're giving the people what they want. So as a cruel lesson for musical dummies, I actually kind of have to smile when I hear it. What do you think?
Oh, wow, more fake horns. This guy's a singer. I'm really trying to figure out, is he seriously trying to sing? I don't know. And maybe he knows the joke's on us. And there is no way either him or the producer should think, oh, yes, this is some great vocalizing. And to tell you the truth, I really get bummed when I have to point things out like that, because it seems amateurish as a reviewer to pick on vocals, Mark. But they really are that bad. The tongue roll, though, was funny. Sadly, though, I don't think they're trying to be funny or attempting to. This is like when Poison is funny and they're not trying to. You know, and then back to that tongue roll thing, I think I figured it out. Bret Michaels was this guy's inspiration. Wow, really bad again, so they are consistent at least.
All right, what do you think of Shaggin' Shoes?
I mean, what the blue hell, man? Shagging shoes? He needs help breaking these in? I can guarantee any female hears this, she would tell him, get the fuck out of here. You ain't shagging this, bud. This is like a Stroh's beer commercial reject or something. I can pretty much guarantee these dudes never shagged anything over tunes like this. And those fake horns. This is the sound of music I really don't like. So hey, Ron Keel, you want to make Keel Fest sound good? Book this band.
All right, I put this could be played at a little kids' party where they're all wearing those inflatable shoes that squeak like ducks, and they're
Yep.
dancing and giggling to the music. It's not a great song, and it's a little bit irritating, but in a way that is apropos for this album, as if to say, if anybody's made it this far, they deserve to hear this. And that would be correct.
Yeah.
And now for
Totally.
Tar Heel Girls. Okay, if Air Supply did this song, it would be considered progressive rock. If a war starts and both sides are shooting songs at each other, if I notice a round of ABBA tunes come flying at me, I'll retaliate by shooting a round of this song at them. It's embarrassing and cheesy, but I much prefer it over ABBA and Air Supply. What do you think?
On both counts, you're wrong.
Yeah.
ABBA are brilliant.
I guess that's why I gave you this album to do. To prove
ABBA
to you I'm
brilliant
not wrong.
songwriters. And Air Supply, not really that bad. Anyway, Tar Heel Girls, oh man. These dudes tried to put a little rap on a song. I can't believe it. They've sunk into this low. I mean, of course it sucks. But is it their worst? No. The guitar work with the wah is okay. This is one of those bands that should just stick to instrumentals and unplug that keyboard. Let me reiterate. This does suck. But for these guys, this would be like they're Dazed and Confused if the other song was Stairway to Heaven. There's no way any sane individual would rock out to this ever.
All right. Okay. What do you think of Sugar Shack?
Okay, once again, the fake horns. Really? It's so disappointing because honestly, this one right here is about the only song that I do hear a little bit of something there. I was kind of joking about the other two being okay because they really weren't. But I mean, from what I've heard at this point, they were okay, kind of. But this one has a small bit of promise. Think Pump era Aerosmith. Which, by the way, I actually love Pump as an album, so you can throw that at me. I don't care. Even with its fake horns. This one, I could actually hear a better band play and say, wow, not too bad. This is like a Huey Lewis sounding type song. And while I'm not a huge fan of his, I could hear him do this. And the singer isn't even that terrible here. So this has to be their greatest song ever, Sugar Shack.
Huh. Okay. I put, this is embarrassingly cheesy and annoying, but it's only a matter of degree as far as how much so. It fits right in with the rest of the songs. It's not worse than some songs by Britpop artists. Oh, oops. Okay. Now for congratulations, you've made the slammer.
This shit makes Britpop sound like fucking Beethoven. All right, man.
All right.
Congratulations, you made the slammer. I think it's my turn first.
No, but you can go.
It's you? But go ahead. Go ahead.
You all right. At least this song has a sense of humor and perhaps the best music of this album with it. Yes, it's a dumb song, but this time a dumb, enjoyable song. And I kind of get a kick out of it. It's not all that bad. What do you think?
It's not that bad. Really? Well, damn. I thought they could keep it going, because Lee didn't really care for Sugar Shack. Which, sadly, I think I might have had Stockholm Syndrome to enjoy Sugar Shack. I wouldn't say enjoy is a very strong endorsement. Compared to the other bullshit here. But congratulations, you made the slammer. I do think this was worse than that song. It's got a bit of a country type feel to it. Not that good type either. Well, I will say at least you get analog piano. But a PSA about drinking and driving wasn't what I was expecting. And that's the problem. Where's the sense of danger here, Nantucket? I'm assuming these dudes, they think taking the warning tags off pillows and mattresses is a serious criminal offense. So yeah, no, fuck no. Once again, fuck that song. Thank God we have one more, and I guess I'll go first on it.
Yeah.
What is the name of it, Lee?
I still feel the same. What do you think?
Oh man, come the fuck on. We end with a sad ballad type from a dude who really, really can't sing. And I've endured the Shags, by the way. I almost lost a friend in Lee over a Shags review. This is really terrible. I mean, when I thought they couldn't go worse, wow, again, I was wrong. There is no way. And by the way, yes, Lee, you found the artist that I never, ever need to hear again. I do not want this to be the Quicksilver Messenger service of 2025. Please, no. I never want to hear Nantucket again. Thank you.
Unfortunately, you will, but I still feel the same. Okay. This must be their equivalent to Poison's Every Rose Must Have Its Thorn.
Which is a way better song.
I'll let that slide. Anyway, I don't care for it, but it's not worse than the other tunes. It's on par with them and works in conjunction with the vibe they were going for on the album, and it's a vibe I wouldn't want to put on an album of mine. All right.
Mascara Sue. The Shags. Some of those Britpop artists that you supposedly think suck, even though you're way more positive about than you thought.
Yes, I know.
This was shit. No offense to the Nantucket. What are the fan base called? The Nantucket Fuckets?
Let's say that.
Fans of this band and the people, if they're alive in this band, if any of them, don't listen to me. I'm sure this is like, do you like Jimmy Buffett, Lee?
I actually knew a person who was his cousin's cousin or something.
That's not what I asked. I asked you. But
yeah. Some of his stuff is good.
Okay, you like some of his stuff. Jimmy Buffett is like Jimi Hendrix compared to this. And I forgot to mention Kokomo. I'm glad you brought it up. Like, if the Beach Boys only did Kokomo, and you would have been like, let's do the Beach Boys Christmas, I would have told you, eat my ass. Like, no way. Because Kokomo is that bad. But Kokomo is one of the greatest songs ever compared to any song on this record. I guess this is like beach music, but not good beach music. We pretty much broke it down. So Nantucket, even though I guess I got to listen to more of it, I don't understand why, because it can't be much worse or better than this. This was one of the worst
It's
albums
much
I've ever
better
heard.
than this.
Yeah, this was easily one of the worst albums I ever heard. So, in the future, folks, if Lee Gersman sends you a song, make sure you listen to it all the way through and think long and hard about what you say about it, because then you'll be treated to this bullshit which was You Need a Ride to Raleigh by Nantucket. You want to hear something horrible, listen to this. But it doesn't matter, Lee. I don't care what you send me. I always have fun doing it, no matter what. So I still had fun doing it.
You know, I did it because I was very annoyed at you for liking certain things. So I thought if you liked that stuff, you need to hear this.
Oh yeah.
And of course it's not. You're kind of bullheaded, so you're still gonna be who you are, which kind of defeats the point. But hey,
I learned my lesson today. Having to listen to this fucking nonsense. I'm serious.
Hey, I listened to it twice. Once.
Can we do Night Ranger with the Kids Symphony? Can we do that? Who the hell doesn't want to hear You Could Still Rock in America with a youth orchestra? At 12 years old? I bet that's phenomenal.
Ew.
Compared to this. The
Maybe.
secret of my success.
I do like that song.
I do not. It is an abortion of God. But this, I mean, with a 12-year-old orchestra, it's got to be better than Nantucket. It has to be. Like, anybody I've complained about. No, not Hagar. Sorry. I don't know if you got through the Hagar album you were posting about. If you did, God bless you. Because that's still the worst. Not quite that bad.
Okay.
The Nantucket's not quite as bad as Hagar, folks.
Oh, that means you have got a really, really bad feeling about Hagar.
Yeah, of course. But pretty close. Like, I could probably stomach a little Van Hagar. But compared to this, not against anything else, but compared to this was pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty bad.
All right.
But it doesn't matter. Again, we could do the crappiest shit ever on the Lee Gersman show or the greatest shit ever. And usually I pick it. When it's the greatest and when it's the worst. No, I'm teasing. You got me good here. Good
All right.
job.
Cool.
But I did get to sharpen up my biting comments thing. And again, sorry to anybody from Nantucket if you're still with us. I'm sure 45 people like you. So,
all right.
There you go.
Well, thank you, everybody. At least you only heard the review and not the album. So, with that, take care, everybody, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.